Bad Blood emanating from Atlanta, Georgia, 5th of October. It's time to talk preview and predictions. What's up, people? My name's Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will. Back again with another podcast. We're talking Bad Blood. So you know what time it is. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm here with Graps with Gabe. Gabe, what you saying, bro?
Yeah. Yes. What's up, people? Good to be here again. Good to be here with my co-host, of course, talking Graps.
Yeah, that's it, man. And this is a legendary pay-per-view that they are bringing back, or PLE as we now call them.
Very legendary.
I feel like they've done a lot to really put this back in the public eye with the whole Metro Boomin stuff first. Cody
Metro.
Rhodes, the vignettes they've been shooting along with the Roman and Cody one. They're really trying to make this feel special. I don't know if this will be a yearly event again, but are you getting all the feels for Bad Blood?
Yeah, man. I remember the ruthless aggression era, innit? And I remember the OG Bad Blood look. The logo with the blood drop and kind of the aggressive writing and everything like that. So yeah, man. For me, I remember as well. Obviously, Triple H and Shawn Michaels in Hell in a Cell. That was a really good match at the time. Even the very first Bad Blood gave birth to the Hell in a Cell matches as well.
Yep.
Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and obviously what a legendary match that is in wrestling history as well. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. And obviously with Triple H kind of under the helm, Triple H is kind of gonna want to pay tribute to the environment that he was around when he was wrestling and main eventing.
Triple H is a Bad Blood connoisseur.
I'm telling you, man.
If we will, he is definitely synonymous with that event to a degree. So it's good to see them bringing it back. It's good to see them using the Hell in a Cell sparingly, and not just giving anyone a Hell in a Cell match. This one that we're getting, that we're going to talk about shortly, is very well deserved. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man. All right, well, let's give some predictions. Let's give some predictions. So let me start with maybe the more kind of. We'll start with the more lower tier stuff, and then we'll kind of get around to the main eventers, right?
Okay.
So let's start with Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Obviously, these two have been feuding now since SummerSlam. Obviously, we kind of got little seeds, beforehand here and there, but now we're in the real thick of it. What's your thoughts on Damian Priest versus Finn Balor as a feud so far?
I think it's been good. It hasn't got to the next level, the next echelon sort of thing. It's just been very much starter menu stuff sort of thing. And it all kind of makes sense. They've got enough footage and evidence to show why these two don't like each other.
Yeah.
Last time we saw Damian Priest in a singles match on pay-per-view, he lost. He lost the world title to Gunther at SummerSlam. He recently won the tag team match with his fellow Terror twin, Rhea Ripley.
Great pairing, by the way. I actually really like the pairing of them two.
I love them too.
And now having Jay in the mix as well.
Really
rate it. Really rate
nice.
it, man.
I want, my heart wants a Finn Balor win.
Yes, 100%, yeah. Finn Balor should win.
I don't know where I'm going to put my chips as to predictions just yet. I think we might need to see this one more week of TV.
When Mark drops the 4 minute, then I'll make my mind up. Until then, I'm gonna say who I want.
Yeah, but I think I want Finn Balor to win this match, because I think, just like on a previous episode we've talked about getting Kevin Owens another day in the sun with the championship.
Yeah,
I want Finn Balor to have another day.
Yeah, man.
He had 1 day in the sun with the championship.
Also, the Prince.
Yeah, different level.
Do you man remember the Prince in NXT?
Different level.
This man needs to come back, bro. So yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. I think Finn Balor should be the one to win. I think maybe when the feud is said and done, Damian Priest should be the kind of overarching winner.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's gonna have Judgment Day.
Yeah. Maybe by hook or by crook, Finn Balor uses Judgment Day to win. Who knows?
Yeah. I think first match will probably be. Finn Balor will probably use Judgment Day to win.
Yeah.
And then I think, I'm just going to go a little bit left here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this version of Judgment Day lasting. And I think one of the feuds coming out of it will actually be Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
I hear it.
I don't know what it's like. I don't see Dom slowing down the heel stuff anytime soon. But if it was gonna happen, it should be against Finn Balor.
Finn. Yeah.
Yeah. Finn can make him look like the star that I think Triple H and WWE are trying to push him to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Finn Balor.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement there.
All right then. This match is still obviously kind of TBA, but we do know that the WWE Women's World Champion Nia Jax will be wrestling on the show. You got to remind me, we're kind of between a few different people that it could be.
It's Bayley and Naomi. So
Yes.
at the point of us recording, they are still to have their number one contenders match to see who's going to face Nia Jax at the pay-per-view. So I have a little hunch that Naomi's going to win because I think, to be honest, I don't know if I think this or we need this. We need Bayley to turn heel again.
Really?
That woman is drowning as her face.
Yeah.
It's not really happening for her. She had the title as a face, and it's just a bit.
Man.
She hardly made TV.
Bayley would have been better as an anti-hero. Kind of like
against Nia Jax.
I like when the whole thing started with Damage Control.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think for me, she still should have been like, I don't know if I still even really like you people, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that kind of didn't really help her on her part. But I agree with you. I think Naomi should win.
Yeah.
The only problem is, man, is like, again, bro, I love Naomi, man. And again, I know I'm going to be in for something where she's going to lose and she'll just get lost in the shuffle again.
I mean, hopefully not. Where my thinking was, if Bayley was to turn heel, we already know Naomi has the alliance with the big three, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. So she can slot back into being one of the three, and that props her up almost a bit. I just think Bayley, maybe not even so much a heel, but Bayley now is a grown woman. She's not a hugger. She's not all of that she was.
Yeah.
And she like when you see Bayley and see her interviews and just see her in and around the place, she's a very kind of cheeky character. She comes across to me as a very kind of cheeky character. Like, she's not a good guy. She's not necessarily a bad person, but she's just very cheeky. Like, how she walks around, calls people idiots, and like, So I just feel like we need her to be more of herself.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. Rather than like the kind of the poster boy.
Yeah,
kind of,
I don't think it works. I don't think it works. So
yeah.
Either way, I think Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is winning. Nia Jax is winning for sure. Yeah. Wait, quick question actually, just on Nia Jax, just before we move on to the next match. Do you think it culminates with her and Tiffany Stratton, right?
Where? At Bad Blood?
No. Like as in like Nia Jax's reign, does it end at the hands of Tiffany Stratton?
Oh, I haven't thought that far, I wouldn't. What I might do is Nia Jax loses to whomsoever, and then maybe a bit of a power struggle of Nia Jax saying to her, "Give me the briefcase."
I literally was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Share the pen.
I hate to be this guy plug in or whatever, pause, but I spoke to Tiffany Stratton today. In an interview. and Tiffany Stratton, I asked her about her friendship, because if you remember back to SmackDown the other day, she said, Nia Jax said, if you get pinned, you should leave SmackDown. So I said to Tiffany Stratton today, what kind of friendship is this, please?
It's true.
Tiffany Stratton said, I'm still trying to win her trust. So it's not clean cut that, Tiffany is with her or whatever the case is. Nia Jax might try to bully the briefcase off her if your scenario was to happen. Yeah.
Also, Tiffany, if you are watching, seeing as you know Mexia, any friend of Mex is a friend of mine. You're more than welcome to join this podcast anytime.
We have to get her to call in one day for sure.
Okay, moving gears onto still on the women's side of things. We've got the Women's World Championship match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Quick question first. I low-key thought they should have a stipulation behind this match, because we've gotten, I think we've gotten a few Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley matches now, and I kind of feel like, again, it felt like it could have had a stip. Previously, I was saying that it should have been a Hell in a Cell match, similar to obviously Drew and Punk.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not run the whole thing of like having multiple Hell in a Cell matches on one show. Yeah,
course.
maybe fair enough. But maybe it could have been just like a no D. It could have been a no DQ stip. It could have been this. They're doing the shark cage thing.
So that is an indirect stipulation. Doesn't. Shouldn't affect the two ladies in the ring. However, the minute you hang someone in a shark cage, the whole gimmick about that is, when are they going to escape?
Exactly.
Dominic Mysterio is going to find a way out of that cage.
But I think though, to be fair, I don't know if they're going to do it from hanging because they've got the cell. I don't know if structure-wise that would work. So what I think it will be, is he in a cage and he's kind of like maybe just
ringside
or at the stage or whatever the case may be.
I can't lie, that would be a bit naff.
It'd be a bit naff, but the only reason I say this is because, again, if we're thinking Judgment Day interference, who's to say, like, let's say, for example, ref locks him in there, has the key. While he's on the stage or whatever, Finn comes, ref gets knocked down. Finn comes in, grabs the key from the referee's thing, lets him out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because then, at that point in time, where the stip is gone, Rhea's kind of like, he's gone now, isn't it? And then, distraction and Liv wins and everything like that. That is my prediction, by the way, is that Liv will probably remain on as women's champ.
Yes, yeah. I think Liv is going to retain, and I think it's down to Judgment Day. I think it's down to Dominic Mysterio. I think Dominic Mysterio is going to somehow escape that cage. Maybe someone's on the buttons and drops the cage down a bit and, lets him out when the ref is knocked out. Who knows? But the minute you put someone in a shark cage, they have to escape and, influence the match somehow.
As I've been saying this, by the way, I think Liv Morgan and Dom's relationship is going to be the thing that potentially turns him face. My man can't jump into a third relationship and still be a heel. I'm sorry, you can't. you can't, brother. I'm sorry. But, okay, let's get into the
big ones.
Debated main events at this minute in time.
Yeah.
Let's start with the tag match. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Tell me what you think of that. Tell me where you think this is going.
I think Solo's getting pinned. I think it's as simple as that. Jacob Fatu won't he won't find himself in the finish. Roman Reigns, the last time we saw him, he was pinned. We are not pinning Roman, or making him lose 2 matches back to back. I can't see it. Cody Rhodes has obviously just defeated Solo recently.
I was even thinking this as well the other day. I was thinking like where Roman has talked about Cody's in a very lose-lose situation, right? With the people he's with. Cody's not going to lose. This his hometown. Roman, the thing is, right, while Roman, it is his first match back and obviously by default he should win. In a weird way, if Roman got pinned, it's actually technically not that much of a bad thing.
If Jacob Fatu pins Roman,
it's not that much of
my God.
But then, see, here's my thing. If Solo also pins him, it plays into the fact that obviously he's been saying, I want the Ulafala back from Solo, right?
Yeah.
If Solo pins him, it can kind of play into the whole thing of, is Roman's confidence as, thinking I'm the only tribal chief, does it kind of start to get a little bit shattered because now the man who's claiming to be the tribal chief has actually just pinned you. So in a way, it kind of could play into it if Roman got pinned.
I think we're in a place where Solo has reached the top of his story as the quote-unquote tribal chief. He's on the way down the hill.
Gotta wrap this up.
Wrapping it up. He's lost the cage match. He probably gets pinned in this match. And then on the other side, as we're losing a tribal chief here, and Roman isn't quite the tribal chief again yet, The Rock starts re-emerging on our TVs, maybe into the new year, and this is the new tribal chief, or the high chief, as his grandfather is, whatever it is that he calls himself.
That is amazing. That is amazing. The high chief.
I need it. It's right there. His grandfather is the high chief, Peter Maivia. So he can say, you man can all here argue for tribal chief.
I am the highest of them all.
I'm the high chief. So, yeah.
All right, man. Hey, roll on 2025, bro.
It's going to be
I am
crazy.
ready for it, man. I'm ready for it. So, sorry, just in regards to obviously who you think is going to win. So, do you think Roman and Cody are winning?
Roman and Cody for the win.
Okay, me too.
100%.
Okay, and then we have our main event.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, sorry, I shouldn't actually say the main event because it's still in debating
Still in
of
the
who's.
air.
But let's just say for now, one of the main events, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, the culmination.
Hell in a Cell. Oh, this match. I think it's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be violent. Like,
We need
and for that sheer reason, the temptation to put it on last, where maybe kids have gone to bed and stuff like that, should definitely be a thought process.
Mm-hmm.
I think CM Punk wins.
Okay.
And I am only saying that because the reports have already started coming out, excuse me, that CM Punk it will probably face Gunther before the end of the year for the world title.
Yeah.
That's what is being touted around right now. Who should win in my heart of hearts?
Drew.
I would love Drew to win.
Drew, this year, I hear what you're saying because for me, I'm like, Drew needs to come out the winner. The reality is that obviously while Punk is kind of still in this first year of his re-emergence into WWE, because of the level that CM Punk is at, he doesn't really need the win. The second thing I'm also going to say on this one is that the reason why CM Punk doesn't need the win is because guess what? CM Punk, Drew McIntyre is not your ballerina. You know, he is not. That man is Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
And for me, CM Punk should beat Seth. Now,
Okay, yeah.
Now the reason why I think Drew should win is because again, when you think of it like this, right? If Punk gets the win over Drew and he gets the win over Seth, I don't see him winning the world title. Let's say at least in the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the reality is, if he's beat Drew and he's beat Seth, it kind of feels like by default he would then have to be world champion. But I still feel like where we're gonna have Gunther, and I'm also very sorry. If you think I am believing that CM Punk is going to beat Gunther,
no chance.
This is not a podcast for you, my friends. This is not a podcast. Go find another one because this is not it.
No chance.
If you, man, think I believe for 1 second that the stocks is on CM Punk to beat Gunther for the world title, this is absolutely wrong. So for me, at the end of the day, it's just a matter of like, if Punk beats them both, I feel like it's just a waste of momentum for him because he's probably not going to win the world title.
Yeah.
Where I feel like Drew should be the winner now is give Drew this win, let them both kind of, take time off to recover from the injuries, whatnot, or whatever. Whoever, Gunther could face Punk at Survivor Series, whoever the case may be. I say Drew needs to come back relatively around Netflix era. Because again, I think, as well, when you present him to come back during that time, all the Netflix lot who haven't watched WWE, they'll look at him and go, this guy's a big deal.
Yeah.
And for me, Drew cannot settle for anything less than facing Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania. This is what I want for Drew at WrestleMania. I want nothing of it. Nothing else.
I mean, for WrestleMania, I don't know how we're going to get there. You've laid out some kind of plan for it to possibly happen, but I still think if space allows, CM Punk still needs his WrestleMania main event.
Seth Rollins.
For the world title?
No.
Well, this is it. Like,
because again, I feel like CM Punk and Seth, it doesn't need the title because their rivalry has been just about they just don't like each other. The title to me in that rivalry is secondary. The primary thing is them two men can't stand each other.
Yeah.
Think about it like this year. Even if you go back through the timeline, Seth's been calling Punk out for time, saying, bro, you say you're the best in the world. You say you're this, you say you're that. Cool, come prove it against me. Punk's thing since coming back has been, cool, you've been running your mouth. Let's settle this. Obviously, injuries have gone in the way and different things like that. But the reality is when Seth is back, God willing, Punk don't, lose a limb or something like that in the so much or anything like that. God willing, they both stay healthy for next year. The match at WrestleMania is already set. Yeah. So the reality is the title, to me, doesn't even need to be involved because that match we're already looking to and none of us are even really deep in it about the world title.
Yeah.
So for me, I just personally think CM Punk and Seth Rollins is a main event in itself without the title.
You're right. But I can't imagine we get to giving Punk the main event he wants and the title's not in on play here. Like, it's not in play. You can't win it.
This is the thing though about WrestleMania 41, right? Do you know how many other things are going on potentially during WrestleMania 41?
Of course.
Let's also remember we got Rock and Roman, which is undoubtedly going to be the main event, right?
Potentially, yeah.
You've got the WWE title, which will be, potentially looking at Cody and Randy.
Yeah.
That's going to be, that's insane because it's the WWE title. You think about it like this, right? The WWE title has gone from main eventing WrestleMania 37, 8, 39, and 40 to then being another match on the card at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen. Then you've got John Cena's retirement year.
Yeah.
And he's most likely going to be in a very high-profile match at WrestleMania. Some people think he's even going to be the one facing Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania as well.
He's going to be losing to Braun Breaker, people. That's what he's going to be doing.
But again, you got to think of it like, again, where this is going to be on Netflix as well.
Yeah.
They are going to say John Cena's last WrestleMania should be a big flipping deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got all of them. Then we've got CM Punk and Seth. So the reality is, like, somebody's got to give away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I'll be honest with you, CM Punk is in one of those positions where because of the amount of gravity he has around his name, if CM Punk don't main event WrestleMania 41, guys, it's actually okay. Because
I agree.
he could main event WrestleMania 42, and I'll be real, between 41 and 42, we won't bat an eyelid because we know, again, that's CM Punk's destination.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, I feel like, again, coming back to now, obviously, the Hell in a Cell match, I think Drew also needs the win personally because, bruv, this man has kind of been, again, a bit of a doormat when it comes to a lot of his booking for the last year. He's been strongly booked, but then again, we look at Royal Rumble, he got eliminated by Punk. WrestleMania, won the title, 5 minutes, lost it. Then in his hometown, got screwed. Won the Money in the Bank contract, lost it.
Yeah.
SummerSlam, he finally got his pound of flesh. Lost at lost at Berlin. So for me, it's like, bro, no, he has to be the winner this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Has to be the winner.
I think Drew should win. It's just for how they probably gonna book the rest of the year. That's why CM Punk. And CM Punk, this is his first feud back. So, if this is gonna be the icing on the cake on the feud, then you'd think they'll give it to him.
Yeah. I think this is actually one of those very good matches where it goes both ways, and whoever it goes to, the other person actually doesn't really suffer heavily as a result of it, because of, again, how well they've kind of set these two up in this match. Obviously, again, the feud's not been completely, fantastic all the way through.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? At the end of the day, I'm very much looking forward to the match as well. I gotta say, I'm very much looking forward to it because it's going to be violent.
Yeah.
It's going to be violent.
Yeah.
What I want to see, because I didn't get it in the strap match. You think I forgot about this flipping strap match? I keep my receipts, you people.
Stupid match, bro.
Listen, yeah. I said about the strap match, I said I wanted to get the version of CM Punk that faced MJF at Revolution. If I'm not going to get it in Berlin, I want it in Atlanta, baby. I want Bad Blood. I want that to be the CM Punk we got in that dog collar match. I want that man to be... I want to see blood on the face. I want to see lacerations. Color.
Yeah.
Blood.
Crimson mask. We need it all.
Yes.
All
100%.
of it.
So yeah. But yeah, I would say for me, I think Drew's going to win.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, we still got one episode of Raw before we get to Bad Blood. And that might be quite telling in terms of the way we might go. We've obviously got a predictions league we're part of. So we want to make sure we are getting things right.
And I know these men are going to make it the Wrestling's wildcard matches, so they're going to make it the Wrestling's wildcards.
More than likely.
I'm about to, if I say Drew, yeah, and Punk wins, I'm doing a deal. I jammed.
Yeah, but yeah, that is Bad Blood, people. Let us know in the comments your thoughts.
Yes.
Hit us up. WrestleManiac UK. Gabe, where can he find you?
Graps with Gabe on TikTok, Instagram, Gabe the Kid 142 on Twitter. Yeah, man, follow me up. Yeah, man, we're churning out content. We're churning out content, man. So yeah, man, follow.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts on everything Bad Blood.
100%.
And yeah, we will definitely be talking about what happens on the other side of it. So
yes,
that's all for now. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.